Okay, there we go. Right, so we're going to start off with asking you a question. Have you been patched yet? A lot of people are asking, what's this buzzword? What's this word LifeWave going around? What is LifeWave? LifeWave is affordable stem cell reactivation technology in the form of a patch. LifeWave patches are formulated to activate your copper peptide, which reactivates your own stem cells. So nothing goes into your body. It works with a concept called photosynthesis or phototherapy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly play a 2-minute clip, which actually quickly goes through how the process of photosynthesis works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
Okay, so where did this all start? LifeWave was established in 2004 in San Diego, California. In fact, LifeWave is known as a 19-year-old startup company. The first decade or so was LifeWave was putting all the clinical trials and studies and patents and everything in place, putting the foundation in place, which makes the company totally rock solid. I'm going to go into more detail about the patents now. LifeWave is in over 84 countries around the world. Also, it is amongst the 50 fastest growing companies in the USA at the moment. Now, this is something that really got my attention when LifeWave crossed my path. The turnover went from $28 million in 2020 and 2021 to $280 million last year in 2022. Now, we all know what has been happening to most companies after COVID. Most companies are closing doors. How many companies do you know that are 10xing their turnover after COVID? We are definitely onto something here. Where did it all start? By a person by the name of David Schmidt. He's the CEO and inventor of LifeWave X39. He holds over 130 international patents, a scientist and an inventor in his own right. He's a two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. As I mentioned, there are patents. LifeWave has got 133 patents. Now, very quickly on a patent, before a patent can get issued, when you make a statement to say what a product does, by law, the product has to do what the company says it is intended to do before a patent gets issued. So 133 patents protects the company and it's exclusive, which puts it puts LifeWave into a league of its own. This is a product that works. It's got no competition. So why X39 stem cell activation patches? The fewer stem cells we have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. In fact, by the age of 30, only half your stem cells are active. At the age of 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. So how does X39 work? It's made of organic nanocrystals, which are formulated to activate your copper peptide, which reactivates your own stem cells. The X39 is known as the holy grail of peptides. The X39, in fact, was only launched 3.5 years ago, and that is the product that just received its latest patent. LifeWave's patches are non-invasive, non-transdermal, hyperallergenic, and made of 3M medical grade adhesive. So we talk about activating your stem cells. I'm talking specifically about the X39. Basically, you get rapid pain relief. I met a lady by the name of Marlena last week, Monday, person that I've known for over 2 years. When I met her 2 years ago, I knew that she had problems with her knees. When I met her last week, Monday, drove up to her driveway, up to her garage, and she opened up her garage and she came walking to the car, but she actually shuffled to the car with crutches on. I got the patches onto her knees, and on Friday, I needed to go over to her house to help take her to the bank. I could not believe my eyes. I went to the garage. She opened the door, no crutches, and she walked to the car. Got into the car on her own, took her to the shops, went to the bank. She walked through the shopping center. 5 days later, she's pain-free. Today is day 8. Today's day 8. And I was just talking to one of Marlena's very close friends that she said that her facial expression has changed. Her voice has changed. That's the difference that this product has made in a person's life in a very short time frame by relieving pain, because it reduces inflammation, it supports wound healing, energy and vitality. Again, mental clarity. This is my favorite one. When George introduced me to LifeWave, end of last year, I joined on the 24th of November last year, 2022. And at the time, I was going through a bout of burnout. I don't know if anybody's ever had any burnout, where at the same time you feel like you've got that foggy brain. And I got onto the patches, and after 5 days, it felt like a veil had been lifted over my head. I had the most amazing clarity of thought that I've had in the past over 10, maybe 20 years. And it also enhances sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, and improves skin appearance. Now, how do we wear the patches? The concept is 12 hours on and 12 hours off, and then you throw the patch away. You can wear more than one patch at a time. I'll explain more about that in detail now. And very importantly, drink lots of water. This assists the patches in communicating the different frequencies to the entire body. Now, this is what's going to happen in the first couple of days. Within 24 hours, the stem cell activation path begins to reset 3,000 to 4,000 genes to a younger state. Now, people using the X39 patches will experience an almost immediate effect through the elevation of antioxidants, a decrease in inflammation, and an increase in energy and joy. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Physical changes start to occur. Decreases symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. As I mentioned just now, the mental clarity, no more foggy brain. Even if you don't feel the effects, be rest assured the new stem cells may be regenerating an internal organ or tissue before repairing something you feel. Now, your stem cells are extremely intelligent. It works like a heat-seeking missile. What it's going to do, the moment you put the patches on, it's going to go into your body and look for areas where your body needs help the most. So you might be thinking, I've got a sore pinky toe, and you might not get results immediately, but the patches are going to go work in an area which you might not see. So you might have a problem with your kidney or your liver, that type of thing. It's going to go and work in the area where it needs work most. Now, remember, each person's body is different. And don't forget, drink lots of water. Right, within 3 months, active stem cell repair, collagen is increased, wrinkles are decreased, hair and nails grow faster. I used to cut my nails every 2 weeks. I'm now cutting my nails every week. They're literally growing like weeds. Now, something that's very important is a person's health can be measured if you take a look at a person's health of their nails and their hair. It's got a very big role to play in the overall health of your body. It also supports structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. Now, your stem cells are now actively creating deep healing in your body and repairing damage caused by the aging process that now becomes continuous and accumulative. Now, what does that mean? People ask, once we're on the patches for, let's say, 3 months or 6 months, and we've got our bodies to the optimum level, can we go off the patches? Sure, you can go off the patches, but as long as the same time frame it took you to get up to that ultimate level, the same time frame you'll go back to your body will go back to the state that it was before getting onto the patches. So the rule of thumb is for every decade that you are alive, you would be on the patches for basically a month to get your body up to that ultimate state. Then we talk about an ongoing program after that, a maintenance program. Now, if I look at myself, I would spend 10,000 Rand a month to keep the clarity, the mental clarity that I've got. Also, if I have a look at my dizziness that has disappeared, the energy levels that I have, there's no ways I'm going to go off the patches and go back to the state that I was in before getting onto the patches. Right, within 6 months, we talk about reverse aging. Your vascular age is reduced. In a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of just 8 years after being on the patches for 6 months. How long we live is determined by the health of our stem cells. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing, as David Schmidt, the CEO and inventor of LifeWave, says. Then we talk about a 90-day protocol. David Schmidt advises to use the patches for the minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Why 90 days? 90 days is a cycle, 90 days is a season. In fact, the product comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Now, that's really putting your money where your mouth is. Although that is a recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, and sometimes even seconds. Now, as I mentioned just now, all of our bodies are different. So if a person's not getting the desired reaction that they want from using the patches, the first thing I ask the person is, how much water are you drinking? That would go right back to dehydration. So as I'm going to say for the third time in the presentation, make sure that you drink lots of water. Also, if you have a look at the pictures on the bottom left, where the case studies were done, you put the X39 in two places in your body, just below the neck, as you can see the picture, or 2 fingers below the belly button. That is where the nerve endings are. That is just directions on where to use them, but you can also put the patch anywhere in the body. So in other words, if you have extreme pain, let's say on your knee or on your lower back, you can actually put the X39 patch directly onto where the pain area is. Right, then there's a website. Take a quick screenshot or take a photo of this website address, .x39.com. This is the amazing website. Everything product related in all different languages. The 2-minute clip that I just showed right at the beginning is on this website. An 18-minute detailed deep dive talk by David Schmidt going into the science behind the patches is on this website. Also, the clinical trials and all the studies. I think there's 82 studies that are on the website, including the information on the patents, testimonies, all the product information you can think of. You can look at on that website. Right, then testimonies. What has LifeWave done for people? The picture you're looking at right now is a topography map. This is this shows inflammation in a person's body. Now, 12 participants between the age of 50 and 80 years old got onto a P3 EEG brain mapping machine. Now, this is it's like an X-ray of the brain. And you know what it means when you see red. Red means inflammation. So as you can see, the first picture on the left, the inflammation. Look at what's happened after 3 weeks of using the X39. You can see how the inflammation has dramatically reduced. Then have a look at the third picture. After 6 weeks, the inflammation has just about disappeared. Here's some more before and after photos. If you look at the top picture, you can see the red, and after how the red has gone away. And this is after only 30 minutes of using the X39 patch. The picture on the right is a person's hands, also 30 minutes after using X39. Then the product can also be used on animals. Also, you can see the picture at the top, picture at the bottom, reduction of inflammation. In fact, what we say is a lot of people use their second day patches on their pets. So in other words, the X39 or any of the products that you've used during the day, you take it off when you go to sleep at night, but don't throw the patches away. You can actually reuse the second day patch, and you can put it, for example, on a dog. You can actually put it around the collar on the dog, so it can go onto the neck. Right, then here is psoriasis after 10 days, before and after. Here is wound healing after only 12 days of using the X39. Look at this picture, before and after. This is after 1 year of being on the X39. No more spending money, going under the knife, getting expensive facelifts. This is working from the inside out because of the increased collagen in certain areas. This is only 45 days after being on the X39. This picture blows my mind. Bell's palsy recovery in only 3 months. Look at this lady's face. This picture is a little bit graphical, but have a look at this man's face on the left. You can see that it's really badly damaged. You can see he's put a patch just above his eyebrow and on the 2 cheeks. As I mentioned earlier on, you can use more than one patch at a time. But have a look at the last picture after only 7 weeks of being on the X39. This person's tip of their finger was cut off, sewn back on, and look at the picture on the right-hand side after 3 weeks, 21 days. It looks like the finger was never even cut off. Another before and after photo after 5 months. Here's one after 1 year. Have a look at the way this lady's face has changed after using the X39 patches after only 1 year. Hair growth. A lot of people nowadays, because of stress and maybe because of frustration, maybe a lot of people have actually started pulling their hair out because of frustration, the stress. After 6 weeks, look at the difference to this person's scalp. Here's another before and after photo, 9 weeks of being on the X39. You can see those brown marks have disappeared. Another before and after photo. This is after only 5 months. Look at the way this woman's cheeks and jawbone, you can see how the skin has tightened and lifted up. This gentleman actually fell off a snowboard, and you can see the scratches on the side of his face, the patches on, and look at this gentleman's face after only 5 days. Another picture of before and after hair growth, 6 weeks of being on the X39. And the last one on hair, have a look at this person's head after only 3 months being on the X39. Right, then we have athletes that have been on the patches. I don't know if anybody remembers Michael Phelps. He was the Olympic gold medalist swimmer in 2004. This is the way the LifeWave story actually started. In 2003, David Schmidt had a meeting with a gentleman in Atlanta, Georgia, in fact, a doctor. And after having that meeting, he passed him on to go meet another friend doctor of his, which then passed him on to another friend, onto another doctor. And 3 weeks later, David Schmidt found himself in front of the the USA Olympic swimming team. And at that stage, the patches were the energy enhancer, and all of the whole swimming team won the gold medals. Now, if we remember what happened, those medals were held back because they thought that there was doping. So David Schmidt had to submit the patches to the Olympic team, the Olympic board, to do testing on the product. And they came back and said there's no doping involved because nothing goes into the body at all. And the medals were given back to the athletes. We also have Sean May, an NBA basketball player. You can see the patch just on his chest. Then we all know David Beckham, a football player, using the X39 patches. In fact, he was using the energy enhancer at that stage. Then we have Lorenzo Salvadori, Superbike champion. He uses the X39 and he actually puts the X39 onto his forehead for concentration. Now, when you're doing 300 kilometers an hour, you need to make sure you are concentrating. Right, we've all heard of Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a motivational trainer, and he launched this book, I think about this time last year. And in his new book on health, Tony Robbins mentions both stem cell therapy and peptide therapy. Personally had stem cells injections into his body, which healed his shoulders overnight, and thus he's a believer in it. Now, what he mentions in the book is stem cell and peptide therapy is generally expensive, anywhere from $7,000 to $100,000, and it requires a series of injections, and often international travel and accommodation is required. Whereas the LifeWave stem cell rejuvenation patches are effective at a fraction of the cost. Right, so let's quickly talk about the products. As I the last couple of slides, you would have heard me mention the word X39 a couple of times. Now, the X39 is the flagship LifeWave product. Then there are supportive products. There's the one for sports. There's one for extreme pain. The one sleepy patch for sleep, stress, stamina, immune system, weight management, and extra energy for mood, animals, and for skin. The way I like to explain this is the X39 is the foundation. That is the proper stem cell reactivation technology patch, which is the X39. The supportive products can be used in conjunction with the X39. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, Chris was talking about thousands and thousands of dollars there. What do the products cost? Right. The retail prices of the X39 and the other products range between $79 and $149. A full sleeve of X39, this is what a sleeve looks like. Inside the sleeve, looks like a little envelope. You've got 30 patches, which is a 1 month supply. So the X39 is $149 plus your country tax and the delivery. And the other products are $79 for a full sleeve, 1 month supply plus country tax and delivery. Then we have the wholesale price. So we have an option for people that would like to purchase the product at a discounted price, at a wholesale price. What you do is you register and you become a member of LifeWave, and the product then drops right down to only $99 for the X39, and the other products are between $49 and $69 for one sleeve, 1 month supply of product. Then how do you enroll for wholesale prices? We have the entry-level kit, which is a bronze kit, which is $125. So you enroll with a bronze kit for $125, gives you one sleeve of X39. That includes a $25 once-off enrollment fee. So you save $25 off the retail price immediately. And then your next order and ongoing orders, the X39, is only $99. And that's for one sleeve of X39. Then our most popular kit is the silver kit. You enroll with a silver kit for $300, and that gives you 3 sleeves of X39. And then you save on the enrollment fee. So the enrollment fee basically falls away, and then you're buying it wholesale price immediately. Your next order, ongoing orders, only $99 thereafter. And that, like I said, that gives you 3 sleeves of X39. So those are the 2 wholesale customer kits. Then we have the business builder kits. So there's 2 sides of LifeWave. We've got an area for wholesale customers. These are people that would like to just purchase the product whenever they would like to at a wholesale price. Then the business builder kits, this is where people that would like to take it a bit further and actually share the product and the concept with other people. So we have the gold kit, which is $500, and that gives you 5 sleeves of X39. We have the platinum kit, which is $1,000, gives you 12 sleeves of X39. And then we have the diamond kit, which is $1,600, and that gives you 19 sleeves of X39. Now, very quickly, you can mix and match. So in other words, if you register on the silver kit, which gives you 3 sleeves of X39, and you decide, oh, I want to try some of the other supportive products, what you do is you can actually, on the order page, delete one of the X39s, and you can then replace it with 2 of the other cheaper supportive products. So in other words, you would get 2 X39, and you could have maybe an Ice Wave for pain, and maybe the energy enhancer for extra energy. And the cool thing is with LifeWave is you can upgrade your kit and you pay only the difference. So if you register and you get a silver kit and say 2 weeks later you decide, oh, I should have rather joined and got the gold kit, you don't have to then register and pay $500 for a gold kit. Because you're already on silver, you only pay the $200 difference. All right, so very quickly, in closing off, as I mentioned right in the beginning, LifeWave is a 19-year-old company, went from $20 million to $280 million over the last 2 years in 84 countries around the world. The global stem cell market is $12 billion globally, and it's growing by just on 10% compounding every single year. David Schmidt, as he mentions, he says, you have an incredible opportunity before you today, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. This is an entrepreneur's dream come true. It's an established company, cutting-edge science, 133 patents, and a company with no competition. We are in the right place at the right time with the right product. I'm going to quickly finish off with a 6-minute video clip that really encompasses everything and what LifeWave can offer you. Here goes.
It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of LifeWave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science from Big Pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology, using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor, anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer. There is absolutely no competition.
You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and LifeWave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries, distribution in over 100, and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, LifeWave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about LifeWave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger, everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy, wants to get rid of pain.
And LifeWave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
LifeWave gave my children their mother back. When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with LifeWave, see what change that make into people's life, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with LifeWave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to LifeWave. Whatever you do, though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building LifeWave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
Okay, you heard that. $1 billion. $1 billion. Now that is like a billion with a B. That's like a lot of money. And that's where LifeWave is going. LifeWave is hitting an exponential growth curve. Exponential means it's just going to start doing this because, we saw what happened last year. LifeWave 10x its turnover. And why? Why is LifeWave hitting an exponential growth curve? Because of the difference that this product is making in people's lives. The proof is in the pudding. In fact, the proof is in the patch. The proof is in the patch. And why am I so excited about LifeWave? As you can see, LifeWave is shared with people by word of mouth. Word of mouth is the fastest way to share a product or get a product into the marketplace. we've all gone out and we've eaten out at a restaurant or we've watched a good movie. What do? We naturally share it with other people. That's what we do as human beings. We naturally share it. And I feel like I am obligated to share Lifeway with other people because of what it's done for myself and because of what it's done for people close to me. I look at what it's done for my girlfriend in a short time frame, how it's changed her life. I have a look at what it's done for my mom. In closing off, a very powerful testimony of what it did for my mom. If anybody knows the disease called fibromyalgia, it's a muscle degenerative disease. It's got a name called the suicide disease. Now, the pain is excruciating. I've taken my mom to doctors, specialists. My mom's had drips put into her veins, and it is so bad that my mom would not be able to sleep for longer than an hour. And it's been like that specifically for the last 10 years. And like I say, we've tried absolutely everything. My mom has been eating pain tablets like we eat Smarties or M&Ms. And, when Lifeway crossed my path because of George, which I'm so grateful for, on the 24th of November last year, I got onto the patches. I got results in a very quick time frame. My mental clarity, my state of mind changed in 5 days. I went to go see my mom and I said, Mom, I've got something for you. I showed her the sleeve of X39 and I said, Mom, this is going to help you. And she said to me, my boy, don't waste your money on me. We've tried everything. And I said, Mom, I'm insisting. And she got onto the X39 patches. And after 3 days, she sent me a WhatsApp and said, my boy, I don't know how to tell you this, but my toothache has disappeared. And I said, what? I didn't even know you had toothache. He said, yes, I've had it for 6 months. I said, why didn't you tell me? She said, I didn't want to stress you out. But the thing is, her toothache disappeared after 3 days. Now, another thing that happened in a short time frame is my mom went for an operation on her nose 4 years ago. She had a lump removed for her nose. But the last 2 years, she has had an internal cyst on the inside of her nose. And don't want to get too graphical, but it would basically be leaking. And she's been on different tablets and courses of antibiotics and put different ointments in, and nothing has worked. And she mentioned to me that every day the leaking became less and the cyst became smaller and smaller and smaller every day. After 2 weeks, it turned into a little scab and it fell out. My mom's cyst in her nose has disappeared. But wait for the kicker. My mom phoned me. 3 weeks later, she phoned me and she said, I don't know how to tell you this, but I slept through last night. I slept through. I was pain-free for the first time in over 10 years. Guys, that was a turning point for me. I know how much money we have spent trying to fix my mom, trying to get the pain out of her body, and nothing has worked. And to think that this little patch, this little miracle patch, had done what it's done for my mom, that was the turning point for me. And I've put my life, my soul, and I'm putting everything into LifeWave. Everybody that knows me, you can see me running around. All I do all day is I patch people, and I just want to make a difference, and I want to give people their lives back. So we are in the right place at the right time with the right product, and I am beyond excited. And you know what? All I would like to say is thank you for taking the time out, being on the call this evening, and get back to the person who invited you onto the call and let them know how you'd like to get started and how you'd like to become part of this exciting LifeWave family. And here you're not on your own. We help you, we support you, we guide you every single step of the way.